Welcome back, everybody. I'm Blockchain Crusader, crusading through these blockchains every single day, and we've got some stuff to cover today. Let me tell you, Biddy is on a mission to wreck everybody, and Michael Saylor is caught in the crossfire right now with everything that's happening. MicroStrategy's stock price has dropped below $100 as Bitcoin looks like it might be taking one last plunge towards that $59,000 to $57,000 region. And obviously, we know that with everything being tied up with MicroStrategy and their Bitcoin and Bitcoin dumping, and the bear market is really clawing away at Michael Saylor here, and we're about to be putting his theories to a test. Can these Bitcoin treasury companies survive a bear market? So let's just jump right into Bitcoin's price here. Bitcoin's price was chopping up sideways all day yesterday and all night during the Asia and London trading session. But during the London session, something interesting happened. As you guys can see here, we're following these critical levels. We swept the liquidity of the highs. Retesting this yellow line anchored VWAP and dumping back down, sweeping liquidity here, taking us back into our downtrend in continuation to the downside during the New York session. Just nothing but dumpage, trying to build some support here after such an extension to the downside, trying to push back up. But we have lost the orb of the day, and guess what? We're headed towards back down that $59,000 to $57,000 region, right? Just a few weeks ago, if we zoom out here to the 4 hour, maybe you see, yeah, just a few weeks ago, back on June 5th, we were down at 59. We swept the liquidity here from back in February, and that was fantastic for a nice short-term bounce. But like how I warned most of you guys, I said we could run it all the way back up to 77,000 and still be making a lower high and then roll it back down. So exactly as expected, we pushed up here. We started to lose steam around 67, and we've been making lower highs, and down low we go for good old Bitcoin. So yeah, definitely below this region. I am expecting another retest of this $59,000 to $57,000 region. There's just no reason to think that we're not going to dump down there again. So that's happening. Obviously, MicroStrategy, no likey. This is strategy stock price right here, losing all this critical support here above 102. Next major target to the downside is about $84. Not looking too good for MicroStrategy stock. Not looking good for the STRC variable, the preferred stock. Obviously, not looking good at all. It dumped down to $82 last week, and then now it's coming back towards 84. Not looking good at all. And as you can see here, MicroStrategy stock has been making nothing but massive dumps to the downside. You thought Bitcoin was having a bear market. MicroStrategy is in the end times here. In the end times. Just kidding, guys. Not the end times. So what do you guys think? I'm going to drop a question. What do you guys think is going to hit a new all-time high first? MicroStrategy, or should I say just strategy stock, or Bitcoin? What will hit a new all-time high? Which will hit a new all-time high first? MSTR or BTC? You guys let me know. Doc the Goat, hootie hoo hoo, what's going on, brother? Somebody says, just put a 40x long on Bitcoin. Damn, somebody's got some stones up in here. Some stones, because Biddy is dropping like it's hot right now. All right, let me jump over here to the chat over here on the Tiki-Talkie. I appreciate everybody on Tiki-Talkie smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe here. And let's go take a look at some questions over here. Eddie Parker in the house. Thank you for smashing those likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Eddie Parker, a Crypto Citadel OG. What's the maximum bottom end of year for Bitcoin? Yeah, man. So right now I'm targeting 48,000, right? I'm looking for 48,000 to be the next big drop, right? The next big possible bottom here. And here's why, right? I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that we don't even drop that low. I just, you know, I would rather not. I am a Bitcoin bull. I don't want people to think that, oh, I'm bearish. It's just, you know, the chart is showing bearish momentum. So we have to just talk about what the charts are showing. But realistically, I am optimistic. I'm optimistic on Bitcoin in the long term, right? I'm a Bitcoin bull in the long term. But we came down to 59,000 in February, right? After the rejection up at 98,000, came down. We tried to push out of the Q1 range at 82,000, got rejected, lost critical support here, this white line, which was the previous year low. We lost that support when we came back down in June, ending of May, beginning of June. We lost 74, and once we did that, I warned everybody that 59 was coming. We dumped to 59 very drastically, very quickly. We've had a dead cat bounce from there, and now we're pulling back down again. But Crusader, that doesn't answer the question. Why do you think 48,000? Let me tell you, brother, this right here. Oh, what the heck? All right, right here. Let me turn off this other indicator. So right here, this range is the range that Bitcoin's price is living in. You see Bitcoin's price currently right now. We tried to break out of it when we hit 82,000. Right, we tried to break out and we got rejected and fell back into this range. This is the 2024 yearly range, right? Very, very important range. We came down, we've hit all the major targets except for 57,000. We swept liquidity here. We had a bounce, we came back down. Now, if we lose this area, right? We lose this area between 59 to 57. Look at the volume here. Look at how high the volume node is, right? From 57 all the way up to 71, 72. That's where the main amount of volume is at for this range. We start dropping below 57 and the volume starts to dip pretty quickly, right? And we don't get another volume spike until around 52,000. But at that point, is that really going to stop us from hitting 48? Maybe we do, but what does it matter, right? 52,000, 48,000, we're talking about $4,000 difference after dumping from 74,000. If we lose 57, we're coming down to this 52 to $48,000 region, value area low, right? We do have another target on the lower end over here, somewhere around 34,000, a yearly untapped average. I probably don't have that right now. Yeah, let's see where macro averages. Nope. Here, nope. Nope. Forgot where I put that thing. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We have an untapped average somewhere around 34,000, which could be a target if we lose 48, but well, I'm not even concerned about 34 right now. We're not at 48 just yet. So the focus is really just continuation to the downside here. If we lose this region, volume dwindles quickly. A drop to 52 to 48 could escalate very quickly. Very, very quickly. So that is what I'm looking at for Biddy on the way down. And on the way down, we're taking MicroStrategy for the ride. For the ride here. All right. 84,000 is this massive 2024 yearly range of value area low. We lose $84 and strategy could be coming down to between 69 to 44 bucks once again. Nat bueno, hasn't seen those prices in a long time. So MicroStrategy here. I want to know how the MicroStrategy holders are feeling right now. Greatly appreciate everybody on TikTok smashing those likes. Let's keep it going. Let's get 5,000 likes on the TikTok. Tap, tap, tap. Greatly appreciate it. You really think we're going to get a bounce relief rally? I'm not expecting any major bounce or relief rally as of right now, right? 59 to 57,000 is an interesting region. that, you know, we could see some interesting bounce from another sweep of the liquidity lows here, right? Anything can happen, but realistically, we start to lose 57, and I don't see a bounce coming in until anywhere between 52 to 48. Right, not that it's going to be a straight drop roller coaster ride down, right? We are going to have some little movements to the upside, you know, but overall, nothing of major movement to the upside at all. My calculation is 32K in worst case scenario. Well, what is your worst case scenario? Why is 32,000 your worst case scenario? Explain that to me. That's what I want to know. What is the reason for this big correction in the market? Well, man, everything is at all-time highs, right? Everything's at all-time highs. You know, things are just astronomical. Gold actually dipped below 4,000 earlier today. So gold right here, right? Looking at gold's price action, gold actually dipped below 4,000, finally coming down below 4,000 for the first time in a long time. In a long time, right? And I've been telling you, we haven't been below 4,000 since what? November-ish, October of 2025. So finally starting to dip our toes below this 4,000. I mentioned to you guys in gold that if gold loses 4,000, we are going to be targeting $3,300 gold to the downside. That is going to be the big target to the downside. Silver, on the other hand, once again, continuation to the downside. Remember, the 5th of November for silver is pulling back. I've told you guys that 121 was gonna be catastrophic for you guys. Guess what? Boom, boom, nothing but lower highs. After this major drop occurred, I told you guys, silver is cooked. I was warning you guys on the way up. Hey, watch out with the silver top incoming, be very careful. I wouldn't be buying silver at $100. I wouldn't be buying silver at 110. You don't know what you're talking about, Crusader. You don't know what you're talking about. It's gonna go to 400 because it's gonna go to 1,000 because of the silver shortage, because of the war and the conflict in the Middle East. They're going to need more silver than ever now. Crickets. Wait, I have. That's right. That's what we got from the silver investors and all the silver gurus. Crickets, my friends. Crickets. Because they all got wrecked. Now, talking about things going down, oil. Melting away, baby. Still riding my short here. Potentially looking to close around $70.67. That's what I told you guys my profit target is on this oil short. I'm up about 88 to 90% on this trade to the downside. Let's see, where is you guys can see right here, 86% this morning. We were jumping down. We were around $74. We're currently what are we at right now? We're down to 73. So yeah, around 90-something% to the downside for oil on my short to the downside. Very nice swing trades here. I've been focusing a lot on little mini swing trades, just because the market trends have just been so strong lately. You know, been moving away from a lot of day trading stuff. Still do them from time to time, but not as much as the swing trading. Swing trading has been a moaning. You guys see, let's see right over here. Oil, swing trade, this an update. This was a little scalp Bitcoin trade. Swing trade here on SpaceX. Oil's update. Hyperliquid swing trade. Fantastic. Where's the other one? ICP. SUI. All of these. Fantastic. Little swing trades here. Let's jump down to the 15-minute for Biddy. See what Biddy's up to. Biddy just slowly dripping here, just kind of hanging out. If strategy keeps dropping, it will have to sell some Bitcoin to cover dividends. I mean, they sold 32 Bitcoin a few weeks ago to cover dividends, right? And then it bought thousands of Bitcoin again multiple times. I think like 3 times since then it's bought Bitcoin, thousands of Bitcoins all over again. So are they going to keep selling 32 Bitcoin to 50 Bitcoin every couple of weeks and then buying thousands? Okay, cool. Even if they did, doesn't really help Bitcoin's price in any kind of way, because when Strategy sold the 32 Bitcoin, it wasn't the reason for the major dump for Bitcoin between 74,000 down to 59, but it added the negative sentiment that Strategy was starting to finally sell Bitcoin after all this time of saying never sell Bitcoin. They started to sell Bitcoin. And even though they've bought thousands of Bitcoin since then, Bitcoin's price hasn't recovered. Bitcoin's price doesn't move up, right? So the sentiment effect to the upside doesn't exist with Strategy buying, but it does exist with it selling. So there's a lot more negative than positive. Even if they continue to buy more Bitcoin than what they're selling, the sentiment is not helping Bitcoin's price at all. Say something about NVIDIA. Let's go take a look at NVIDIA's price action here. NVIDIA. Sitting at 201 right now. Still just holding up to this strong volume node down here from the 2-month range that it's in, right? If we start to lose $200, look for an area between 197 to 194. Actually, look between 194 to 189 to the downside. That would be a very strong region for a potential bounce and recovery. If we do not get a recovery between 194 to 189, NVIDIA could be pulling back towards that 184 to 178 region for price action. But overall, still in a very nice uptrend to the upside for NVIDIA. Very, very strong. Let's go take a look at Tesla. Tesla here also very nice, very well, doing very well here in the last couple of months. All right, holding this, what is this? The quarterly open. Holding the quarterly open and gold pocket that it was at around $378. Holding this region. If we lose 378, a drop down to 356 to 352 is possible for Tesla. Now, if we lose 356 to 352, be looking for a retracement down to 329 for Tesla. Going to take a look at Apple over here. Apple still ranging very tight between $289 and $300. If we start to lose $289, look for a pullback to $284 to as low as $274 to the downside for Apple if we lose $289. Let's see over here. SpaceX trying to recover here. I missed my short entry here. For SpaceX yesterday. We came up perfectly up to 166, rejected, and came all the way back down to 150. Now we're currently sitting at 158, recovering a little bit here, trying to build some consolidation around this region. But overall, lots of weakness. Obviously, IPO unlocks incoming for the next couple of months, starting on August 11th and moving forward. I think there's token unlocks, stock unlocks, right? Investor unlocks. For like every 2 weeks all the way up till December 9th, I believe is the schedule, which is going to lead to a lot of selling pressure for SpaceX. So a pullback all the way back towards IPO initial price around the 137 to 128, I think is very possible for SpaceX. Now let's go take a look at Ethereum. Let's go take a look at Solana. Bitcoin still slowly bleeding out here, heading lower and lower. Ethereum, let's move out to the daily here. Let me turn this VWAP stuff off. So Ethereum, yeah, not much going on. Very similar to Bitcoin. This is why I barely cover altcoins drastically anymore unless there's a big change in the market from Bitcoin, because they're just following Bitcoin. Look, Bitcoin dumped down to 59, it came down to 1500. Bitcoin bounced up to around 67, Ethereum bounced up to 1856, hitting our gold pocket, rejecting from that gold pocket, and now coming back down again towards its previous June lows. So if Bitcoin continues heading lower, I expect Ethereum to continue back towards 1558 to as low as 1383 before continuation to the downside. Solana, very similar, right? Bitcoin dumped down to 59, bounced up to 67. Solana dumped down to 60 bucks, came back up to 76, which is the value area low for this Q1 range. Got rejected, creating a little bit of a double top situation right here, and now heading back down lower along with Bitcoin at $68. I am targeting $55 to $32 if Bitcoin does rotate all the way down to about 48,000. Sorry, not 3,800. If Bitcoin rotates down to 48,000, I am targeting Solana to come down between $55 to $32 to the downside. What is going on with Bitcoin? Welcome to the bear market, brother. Welcome to the bear market. If you don't know what's going on, I'll tell you right now. It's called the bear market, where we dump and dump and dump and dump and dump and dump until we can't dump no more. But trust me, we still got room to dump. What do you think Bitcoin is what do you think is going to happen long term with Bitcoin? In the long term, Bitcoin will have another bull market, right? Once again to the upside, pushing up a lot higher, hitting new all-time highs. Yes, we will cross over 126. The green days will come back, right? At some point, they will happen, right? Is it going to be the 4-year cycle when the next halving event happens in 2028? I don't think so. I think we're going to start seeing a more bullish momentum closer to the end of this year, possibly into 2027, right? Is where we're going to get the next big leg up in the market. I think that's going to be a big situation where things are going to start getting a big new breath of fresh air for Bitcoin. It's going to be 2027. But until then, right? Do I believe Bitcoin will hit new all-time highs? Yes, Bitcoin will hit. You know, I probably think it's going to hit between 180 to 240 in the next rally, right? 180 to 240 is, you know, bear case to, you know, most bullish case possible. I think that's realistic. I don't think that's movement bad. It's going to go to $500,000 to $1 million. Probably not. But 180 to 240 is definitely, I believe, in the cards for Bitcoin in the next rally. When is that going to happen? When are we going to hit those prices? It can be anywhere between 2028 to potentially maybe 2029, where we top out and then, you know, it's a wrap for the next rally. So we shall see. We shall see. But for everybody experiencing pain right now, welcome to the bear market, guys. This is my 3rd time here, right? Been in the bear market since 2017. And let me tell you, it doesn't get any better every cycle. Every cycle just gets a little bit worse. And that's something that probably a lot of people don't want to talk about. You know, because bear markets in the previous cycles for crypto, right? We're talking about crypto strictly here. We're not talking about stocks right now. Was exciting because in 2017, 2018, in that bear cycle, right? There wasn't many options to buy. There was Ethereum, there was Bitcoin, XRP, Litecoin, Cardano, and a few other complete miscellaneous altcoins out there, right? That nobody really cared about too much about, right? There was Dogecoin, there was the only meme coin at the time, there was Bitcoin Cash, and you know, a few other ones here and there. I can't remember all of them. But the main hard blue chips, right? The main ones that everybody was focused on, that I was focused on, was heavily Bitcoin, Ethereum, and that was pretty much it, right? Everything else was kind of like a flyer. And that did very well, right? The bear market was very exciting to be able to dollar cost average and accumulate a lot. Now, was it risky? Absolutely, right? These methods, these concepts of, you know, digital currencies and adoption and all that stuff did not exist in 2017, 2018. They were proven later in 2021 to 2024, right? With the ETFs and, you know, the big spark and boom in 2021. But It was a smaller market, easier to get around. Now we have over 47 million altcoins. We have prediction markets. We have meme coins galore, right? Everybody wants to 100x. Everybody wants to 1000x. Nobody talked about 1000x's or 100x's in 2017. It just wasn't a thing, right? It just wasn't. 2021 is where that kind of started with altcoins and kind of started to dilute the space. A lot of people made money in 2021, but 2024, 2025, a lot of people did not make money in that cycle. That's just the honest truth. And in this next cycle, most people are probably not going to make money either, because they're going to continue using the same strategies that they used back in 2017, if you were around at that time, to just buy up as much as possible. Buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Buying the dip does not work, guys. Buying the dip does not work anymore. That is not enough. That is not enough in the crypto markets, right? We are in the wild, wild west when it comes to altcoins, right? Altcoins will go to zero. And when I say that, I mean like 98 to 99% of altcoins will go to zero. 95% to 90% of them will probably never hit all-time highs ever again. They will have rallies, but they will not hit all-time highs. And if you are not using proper technical analysis to game plan, to look out for realistic targets to take profits in your altcoins, a 200, 300% move from local bottoms, right? If you are not looking at those type of targets and you're thinking, only 200% move? Only 300% move? I'm looking for 1000x. I'm looking for a 50x, right? You guys are not going to survive in these markets. You guys are going to get wrecked, my friends. I don't want that to happen to you guys. I want you guys to understand the market is maturing. The market is going to be trimming off the excess fat, the nonsense, the stuff that shouldn't exist in the first place. And a lot of it will not survive. There, rant over. Let's jump back into the chat here. Let's jump back into the chat here. Let's see. A lot of chatter. Everyone is waiting for it's gonna bottom before October. LOL. I'm not about trying to time when the bottom is in, right? I'm looking at critical targets. If Bitcoin hits 48,000, I'm willing to put on some risk on Bitcoin, potentially finding a bottom at that point in time. If it isn't, right, I'm willing to write it down to my next target of 34,000 and use proper risk management, right? Dollar cost average a little bit here and there, using proper management of my capital and on my risk at certain key levels. But I'm not buying every dip, right? I'm not buying every dip, because we dip every week. We dip every day. You will run out of cash before we find the bottom. Thoughts on memes, specifically Degen? Guys, I don't look at meme coins. If you came here to talk about meme coins, this is the wrong channel for you. I don't care about meme coins. We are in a bear market. Meme coins do not exist in my purview right now. They don't exist. I will revisit meme coins in a bull market when things are just skyrocketing, and I would like to gamble a little bit and just put a few bets here and there and see what happens. But meme coins is not the way to create wealth. Meme coins is not the way to have any type of real investing strategy. Meme coins is just going to the casino. I don't go to the casino. I'm not here for that. I'm here to create generational wealth. I'm here to create a portfolio that, worst case scenario, I can pass down to my family. I can pass it down to another generation, and they can continue managing it into the future, and they can live off of it, worst case scenario. If I can enjoy it and take profits and, become a millionaire, fantastic. But if I don't, I know that at least I'm building something that will work for future generations in my family. That's what I'm here for. right? That's the type of investor that I am. I'm not here for the degenning. I'm not here to lose money. I'm not here for ha ha ha, I got wrecked, ha ha ha, my wallet got drained, ha ha ha, I got rugged. I'm not here for that. I know there's people that love talking about that love getting rugged, that love laughing about losing money. Cool. Awesome. That's not me. When do you see Bitcoin hitting around 70 to 75K again? Hard to say, man. Hard to say. Bitcoin's just showing a lot of weakness, continuation to the downside, right? Until we can show some strength, right? Show some strength. Now, at the end of this month, it is something I haven't talked about a lot, but it is very important. We are on the 24th right now. We have 6 more days. Next Wednesday, 7 days from now, next Wednesday will be July 1st. It is a very critical moment for the people that are in the Crypto Citadel, my private community, right? Why is that a critical moment? Because we're getting major closure. We're getting not just a monthly, right? The month of June closing. We are also getting the end of Q2 closing. And we're also getting the end of the first 6 months of the year. So 3 major macro time closures are happening in the next 7 days, which is going to bring a lot of macro updates to all the community members in the Crypto Citadel. So if you're not in the membership right now, if you are not in the community, there is a tier for every single one of you guys. You guys can see it behind me if you're watching on all the other channels. If you're on TikTok, right, we go from $67 a month, which is the holler tier, the lowest tier, to $2,400, which is the legendary tier, right? And the middle tier is $99, right? So you guys can go to blockchaincrusader.com if you're watching on TikTok or anywhere else, and you want to get full disclosure of everything that is provided for in these memberships. But major macro updates are coming in the next 7 days, not just for stocks, but for Bitcoin and altcoins. We're getting a 6-month closure, a quarter 2 closure, and a monthly closure, all happening in the next 7 days on July 1st. So expect a lot of data to be posted and digested in the Crypto Citadel in the next 7 days, right? After July 1st, a lot of macro data coming out for the next month or so, because it's going to take time to get through all the charts. So get ready for that. Don't miss out on that. This will help you understand the market that we're in. It will help you understand the market structure, what to expect in the next couple of months, what to look for, what are some critical targets to the downside, what are some potential critical targets to the upside to maybe take profit if you're in some type of short-term trade. Do not miss out. Disco says, critical times in the Citadel. 100%, man. 100%. Really appreciate that. Why is it down so fast? It's a bear market, bro. Why would it not go down fast? Bear markets are down fast, up slow. Yep, too many play quick rug games. Yeah, man, that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for that nonsense. Is Aerodrome and Velodrome still to merge? Haven't seen any updates. I haven't seen any updates on that either. I am not sure. I am not sure. If anybody has any data about Aerodrome and Velodrome update merging, because they are the same company, right? They're just 2 different assets doing a little bit of 2 different things. If you guys have heard anything, definitely drop it in the chat. Drop it somewhere that I could see it. Maybe DM it to me in TikTok or something. Thank you for the insight at all times. No problem, man. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help people. I'm here to help people as much as I possibly can. Greatly appreciate everybody on TikTok smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. If you're the first time coming here to the channel, I'm Blockchain Crusader, saying to these blockchains every single day. Every single day. Let's go take a look. Let's recap here. Biddy still on its way down to that previous quarter low. Low. SpaceX pushing back up to 158. MicroStrategy sitting at 99. Let's see. Let's go take a look at Google. Google. Oh, news about Google. I forgot to mention this. Google is apparently getting listed in, what is it? Is it NASDAQ or S&P 500? No, it should be S&P 500. They're on the NASDAQ. What am I talking about? Where is it? Yes, Alphabet to replace Verizon in Dow Jones reshuffle. So that's pretty cool. Nancy Pelosi disclosed new buys of up to 5 million on Intel and up to 1 million in Uber. Interesante. DeFi TVL has declined every month in 2026, dropping from 115 billion in January to around 70 billion per crypto rank. I mean, what do you expect? We already covered silver. Silver officially falls below 60, heading towards that $48, my friends. And a little scripture for the day here, Proverbs 18:24. Friends come and friends go, but a true friend sticks by you like family. Let's see here. Breaking. Run and Tesla announced a 16 gigawatt distributed energy pact targeting utilities and data center operations. Very, very bullish for Tesla and Sunrun. GTA 6 will officially cost $79.99 and the Ultimate Edition at $99.99. Another little scripture here. Psalms 135. One day you'll understand why it took so long. The best things don't arrive in a hurry, but in God's perfect timing. You are waiting, but God is working. Trust His time because He is with you. If you believe His timing is perfect and His plans are good, don't disappoint and rush by putting a true amen. Let's go. Right? This is so true, man. This is 100% true, right? Everybody talking about when is the bull market? When is Bitcoin gonna do this? Yo, guys, I've been here since 2017. Since 2017. It takes time to create generational wealth. It takes time. Some people do it faster than others. Some people take some sketchier roads to get there, right? I have been one that have tried to avoid sketchy roads as much as humanly possible, right? Because that's just not the person that I am. Crude oil falls to $75, or actually falls below $75. Gold and silver wiping out trillions. 1.1 trillion wiped out of gold, 400 billion wiped out of silver. Mark Zuckerberg directed Meta to create a prediction markets app. Let's go. More competition for Polymarket and Kashi. Americans' real disposable income is negative for the first time since 2022. I'm surprised that we've been positive since 2022. I'm surprised because things have only gotten more expensive. People have only been losing more jobs. Job cuts have continued to increase over the last 3 years, and wages have not been going up. So I'm actually surprised that for the first time since 2022, people are actually negative in disposable income. I think that's pretty much all the big news for the day. Biddy cannot catch a bid here. Cannot push at all, man. Struggling. Appreciate everybody in here smashing those likes, hitting that subscribe. Guys, I'm Blockchain Crusader, and I'll see all of you guys in the Crypto Citadel. Until next time, see ya.